We are having a mastermind for my coaching group on Saturday the 28th. Tickets are available at honish.com. Also, if you're interested in getting face-to-face directly with homeowners at a completely reasonable price, it's a completely replicatable system, go to honish.com, click on Monster Marketing, or you can simply Google it and you will find it. Both of them are very easy to find, honish.com. Welcome to today's broadcast on marketing. I'm going into my notes while I speak to you. My presentation is literally so new, I don't even have slides for it, but we'll endeavor. All right? So, today we're going to talk about, there we go, direct marketing. And of course you can go to honish.com and click on the free training tab and scroll down and you will find a bunch of ideas that will be helpful, expired packages, things of that nature, things that are helpful. Also available on the website is the Real Estate Marketing, the podcast. I just posted a podcast on No Fear cold calling. I think that will be beneficial to everybody who's listening. So please go take advantage of those if you have not already done that. I don't even know what this is about. There we go. So today I want to talk about direct marketing and understanding the differences between advertising and marketing. I have not built slides for this yet for those that are on the webinar. For those of listening to this on the podcast, it's about understanding and directly marketing to your target. When we say marketing, we're applying a certain level of understanding. So let's discuss the two. When you make a postcard, when you put up a sign, when you send out a mailer or a postcard, or you put up something on television, or you put up a bus bench, that's advertising. You're basically spraying and praying that you actually get a result from a homeowner who sees that message and then responds to you. That's advertising. Marketing is something totally different, and we talk about it a lot. Marketing is directly identifying who your target audience is, right? Creating a buyer profile of the people you want to approach, and then giving them a message where they engage and contact you. That's marketing. That's building brand. That's creating a niche for yourself. So when I'm creating a marketing piece, doesn't matter what it is, right? So let's talk about, we'll use for an example the Monster Marketing piece. The Monster Marketing piece has a guarantee on its service. So you as a real estate person, do you have a guarantee on your service? Are you guaranteeing that you're going to sell their house? Are you guaranteeing them that you'll find their home? And what is that guarantee? Your consumer has to feel in control at all times whenever you create a marketing piece. Doesn't matter what our delivery method for the marketing piece is, right? We're just simply talking about creating what we call in the business a marketing piece. And there's a huge difference between advertising. Advertising is I send it out and I'm just waiting for a response. You do it one time, it's up, it's running. That's a billboard, that's a bunch of bench, that's a TV commercial. Pretty much everything you'd understand as standard in real estate is more advertising than it is marketing. Marketing is I'm creating something unique to an individual need, and I, on a daily basis, create marketing pieces. My product is the Monster Marketing system, right? As well as now my 2015 Monster Summit. Either one I can create a marketing piece for. But I must create a buyer profile. All right, let's talk about my marketing system. My buyer profile is real estate agents and investors who want to get pays from homeowners. So that is my niche. What's the Monster Summit? Real estate agents or investors who, need more assistance in getting face-to-face and help with conversion. They're both basically congruent products. Everything I do is congruent based on what I do on a daily basis. So you as a real estate professional need to create a congruency to what you do. If you are doing short sales, then your marketing pieces must be about loan modifications or short sales or foreclosures. If you're talking about expireds, then you've got to be talking about valuations of property and how to market the property and why your service is unique and different than everybody else. And I, as a homeowner, as any consumer would, I need an assurance that that product or service provided, you know, has a guarantee. It's got some insurance factor to it. They don't know you. The number one reason why people don't sign up for the Monster Marketing System is it sounds too good to be true. Why do I guarantee it? Because it sounds too good to be true. The product works. So the guarantee stands, and I have not, literally within my line of work, I have non-existent return policies. One of the things that I'm thinking about doing for the Monster Summit is creating a guarantee that after the first few hours, if you're not satisfied, you can get your money back. I'm working on that marketing piece right now. I'm convinced that in the first 3 or 4 hours of the event, before lunch, you will see the value of spending $98 or whatever it is, $98.30. It works out to be $50 a day with the costs and fees when you sign up for the event. I am 100% convinced that you will see the value in the event within the first couple of hours, because we're going to create a marketing plan and it will be of value. So if you are a realtor or agent or investor and you want somebody to hire you, why am I hiring you? I think the biggest mistake people make when they're marketing, okay, when they're creating marketing or creating marketing pieces or getting ready, like let's just say you could physically put it in their hands for the sake of discussion, right? What is your elevator pitch? Why are you approaching that individual? What makes them unique? Okay? If you're doing short sales, it's because they're working on a loan mod. It's because 50% of the people working on a loan mod are going to go into foreclosure. It's because foreclosures are now on an expedited timeline. So how do you convey that in a marketing piece? How do you project that out? Can you use the web to project that out? And the reason I keep bouncing back example to example, my marketing that I use on a daily basis is no different than the marketing that's on my website or that I would teach anybody else or go into an office and consult with. The biggest flaw I see when people are trying to increase sales is they don't have a clear definition of what they're trying to do. I will give you an example. I recently worked with a company that wanted to increase the number of files that it had, right? I said, well, to do that in this market, you probably have to create something that is unique for free, a value offer, to get more files, right? It's always a give to get. You want new clients, what's your give to get? So if you're listening to this, I would tell you to write down the following words. What is my ideal buyer? If that is someone doing short sales, because we're doing this webinar / broadcast for Realty Procs, fine. Let's write down some bullet points. They are mature homeowners age 30 plus, generally married, generally with children, right? Why do these things matter? When you create marketing or you create a message, you need to identify these characteristics of the individual. Okay? What else do we know about them? We know that they've called the bank. We know that they've attempted a loan modification or they're in the process of a loan modification. Statistically, we know they've talked to possibly an attorney. So does that mean that our marketing piece and getting in front of these homeowners should revolve around these factors? Absolutely it does. Don't forget, we're not discussing the actual marketing piece. We're not discussing how we get the marketing piece into their hands. We're just discussing this one unique individual criteria. So now we have this individual. We know they've worked on a loan mod. We know they want to believe they can stay in their house. We know that half of them are not going to stay in their house. So that means mathematically, if you meet the correct number of people who have a notice of sale or an auction date, you will get a listing. So you need to effectively get in front of them as fast as possible and deliver your message. Marketing is about your message. It's about your branding. The problem with today's real estate individuals is they don't have any branding. Investors believe because they have money, they are special and unique unto themselves. Realtors believe they're special because they're realtors. And that's the flaw in the system. The most successful real estate agents are those that work a niche, that they have branding, right? They place themselves as mentors. They place themselves as people who produce videos. They are people who place themselves as educators. They realize they're those people you see at networking events that are really meeting people and getting cards and creating a database and really following up. Do you get a lot of listings from other real estate agents? No, not really. What do? You are branding and getting your name out there. So when somebody says, hey, I need somebody for a short sale, your name is out there. Okay, most people don't want to work with short sales. It's the shortest line in the park. So once we've identified this buyer profile, right, we can then go get the data of those individuals. Because they have missed payments, their information is public. So my advice, and you may write these down, RealtyTrack, Foreclosure Radar, or Property Radar now, RealtyTrack, Property Radar, Rebo Gateway. My advice, because they are increasing their data, is RealtyTrack, also a sponsor of the Monster Marketing Summit. They will be there and they will be speaking. In fact, they will be releasing a video today about one of their new products and coming to Las Vegas to see it. They have a diversity within that data group. All right? So I've now got my data based on my buyer, based on my message. So now I have to create a marketing piece. My advice to everybody is get the Monster Marketing piece because that'll put you face-to-face automatically. What else can you do? You can go to Honish.com, click on free training, click on the RealtyTrack. I'll show you. You click on free marketing, direct marketing. Sorry. Click on the free marketing tag on the direct marketing. Scroll down. On the page, if it'll let me, and you will find a tab that says RealtyTrack and Free Marketing Pieces. Or you can go to Facebook. Let me give you another place to go to get marketing pieces. Go to Facebook.com, right? And type in Real Estate Marketing the Podcast. Why? When you join Real Estate Marketing the Podcast on Facebook, you will get a bundle of free marketing pieces. Let's see if I can log in so everybody can see it. Everybody following along? So now you have a bundle of marketing pieces, and I'll show you exactly how it works. The Facebook website address is facebook.com/groups/how do I get a listing? All one word, how do I get a listing? That'll take you directly to Real Estate Marketing the Podcast. The first tab on the page is a pinned post with information about the Monster Marketing Summit, and right below it it'll say welcome to the event. You can click on it on the tab, you'll see it highlighted, and it is a bundle that can automatically be downloaded. And it will download a zip file to you. In that zip file are marketing pieces that you can use. Again, that's Facebook.com/groups/how do I get a listing. Join the group. Once you're into the group, you will see a pinned post, and you can download your marketing pieces. Okay, so now I have marketing pieces that are germane to short sale people built on my buyer profile. I know what I have to talk about. What's the next thing that I have to do? You have to get that message into their hands, right? So how do I do that? For all of you to do that, as I said, you're going to start back at Honish.com and click on free marketing, click on direct marketing. You're going to scroll down and click on Realty Track and Marketing Pieces. And there is a step-by-step guide. My recommendation is one of two delivery vessels. So if I know who has a sale date or an auction date, that'll give you two choices. You can use either a file folder or a FedEx envelope to put your marketing pieces in. Now remember, I've created these short sale marketing pieces for you. There's a letter, there's a disclosure. You can put in a book on short sales or loan modifications if that will be beneficial to you, because that will help the homeowner, right? We built that buyer profile and we're going after short sale listings. Place it at their door in an envelope, in the FedEx envelope or in the file folder. Now, much like advertising, you will have to sit back and wait. This method will have a 5% response rate. It makes it more effective than mail, makes it more effective than cold calling, makes it more effective than billboards, it makes it more effective than television commercials. Now, what does that mean in English? All right, compare it to the Monster. If I put out 36 marketing pieces for the Monster, right, I'm going to get 6 to 7 phone calls for every 36 marketing pieces. This method should get you 1 to 2 phone calls for every 36 marketing pieces. Does that make sense? Call's going to come in. Once the call comes in, you gather their information, you set an appointment. The big mistake everybody makes is trying to close a homeowner at the door. You never try to close on the phone. Never try to close a homeowner on the phone, right? Keep it as simple as possible. Keep your message as simple as possible. Just set the appointment. Go to the door and meet them and build a relationship. I think the biggest mistake I've seen with people is trying to close immediately at the door. And I'm not saying you can't close the door. You certainly can. Okay? When a homeowner is faced with an option that is insurmountable, it makes logical sense for them to list their property to buy time, especially if they have a sale date. You need to know what the timelines are. You need to understand what the timelines are. And once they've done that, you build a relationship and you follow up. You let them chase after their loan modification. And you cultivate that prospect. And you follow up. And you feed it. It's just like building a fire. So if I keep building the information and the story that they're not going to get their loan mod, eventually they're going to face that realization themselves. Now note this. In today's market, half of the people you meet who are facing a sale or an auction date half have equity and half have short sales, right? It's just that simple a premise. So you're going to get equity-based listings as well as short sale listings from using the method that I've outlined. But the buyer characteristic does not change, if that makes sense to everybody. The follow-up is the key. You want to drive them back at websites that follow your source. We at the Monster have defaultadvocate.org, which is part of the backstory. Right? That backstory is that we are homeowner advocates. Our marketing piece has actually been in front of the Bureau of Real Estate here in California. We go to the door as advocates. We are a licensed trademark. That is the big deal about people who use my system. They are licensed to go and meet with homeowners. They are registered. I keep track of them. We help people who miss payments. Does that lead to a listing? Yes, it does. Is that choice of the homeowner? Yes, it is. But the marketing itself is about going and helping the individual at the door. You know why? Because people who do short sales or any of those things, I mean, really don't want to sell their house unless they have to. That's just simply the reality. So our website has sort of morphed. It's actually going to get more foreclosure information in the next couple of weeks. and we are going to include stuff for people who have equity as well. So the story stays and remains the same. It's also the shortest line of real estate agents to get a listing, but it starts with knowing and helping the homeowner. That's why we've created all of this. The website is deep. It has a lot of education. It has videotapes. It's mostly, right, built on the buyer profile of somebody missing a payment. So all our marketing revolves around those simple concepts. Are there any questions for today, Vlad? I know we've kept them for a while already. I've lost Vlad already.
No, I'm here. I'm here, just checking. All right, folks, so now it's the time to submit your questions if you have them. And again, thanks for hanging on for us. We finally got Lee.
Yeah, you all got free stuff today. I can't wait to actually put this new presentation together, but the core of it is really going to be me going onto the road, probably going to set up government funding, but I don't think anybody is addressing the fact that homeowners are missing payments and there's foreclosures, and I don't think that's healthy to our market, and I'll tell you this to all of you who are realtors and investors. Those properties aren't seeing the traditional real estate market. They're being sold through back channels and auction.com, and it is hurting the overall inventory, and we're starting to see those effects right now.
All right. Did I miss it, or is Monster not available right now, or if somebody really wants to get it now? Can they do that? Can people on this call get the Monster?
In fact, for anybody who's on this call, if you want to go to Vegas and get the Monster, okay, if you go to Honish.com, click on Read More right here on the Monster page. It's not really hard. Can we tell that I have a malware? It will take you to the Monster marketing page, or you can type in thelistingmonster.com, and it will take you directly to this page. If you sign up, there's everything you need to see is here, videos, everything, right? Once you sign up, you just click to invest now. We actually have the 2-payment page and the 1-payment page up if you want to sign up today. Fantastic. I will also give you 2 tickets for Las Vegas. That's another couple $100 in value. So you and teammate or staff member can come out to the Gold Nugget. It is basically 3 days of education on marketing and education. A lot of it's going to be web-based training. I actually have a telemarketing guy coming in because I think telemarketing skills are crucial and essential to keeping and building relationships. We'll be talking about text, every form of communication and market follow-up and lead sourcing that you can imagine. For the first day, second day is nothing but conversion. Everybody coming in is a conversion expert. So if you sign up and get the Monster today, I'll give you a couple tickets to come to Las Vegas as well.
All right. I don't really know how we can make this any better for you. So if you suffered through the horrible introduction of this webinar, of me screwing this up and not being able to get Lee Honish on, and if you're still here, and I see you are, well, you owe it to yourself to actually get the Monster, because I've seen a lot of different marketing systems or systems that claim to be marketing systems, and they don't work.
They're advertising. What they really are is advertising.
I love this intro today. They're advertising systems, and they label themselves as marketing systems, and then everybody gets disappointed because, you know, you're buying something that's supposed to work. But
and don't get me wrong, Vlad, I'm sure Vlad and I both, look, I recently, and this is the big deal about me, I'm constantly educating myself on marketing. I had a long drive up to Vegas last weekend, and I was listening to a marketing book, and when he explained the difference between advertising and marketing, I completely agree. And we as people who believe we're marketers, we forget that there's a huge difference between advertising and marketing. And advertising is really this. You are hoping and praying that your message works and that the person in your selected audience sees that message. The buyer profile is the biggest mistake by far that I can, every office I walk into, every company that I consult for, the biggest mistake that everybody makes is they're not building buyer profiles. If you want to go after short sale listings, right, I know they're going to talk about loan modifications. I know they're going to talk about attorneys. So you should be prepared for those items. You should have that, as they say, the arrow in the quiver. And there's a huge difference. There's a huge difference. When you are marketing, you are targeting your niche. You are targeting it with your branding, and you're targeting it with a message that will work for that individual. Advertising, I slap it on a billboard. I hope they drive by and see it. It's the bottom line.
So still no questions. I hope you are all ready to buy Monster then. If you don't have any questions, thank you, Lee Hanish, for this presentation today. It was right to the point, and again, sorry about the terrible intro. And again, please go to that webpage.
Hanish.com.
Yeah.
Hanish.com or thelistingmonster.com. Either one will work.
Yeah, go to either one of those. Follow the link. Take another look at Monster. Get the Monster, and again, I know Lee said that, but it does have guarantee. So again, what you're going to lose? Nothing. So just go ahead, get the Monster. You will get your one-on-one consultation. They will walk you through. They will show you how it works step by step. So you could be getting your listings and building your future pipeline tomorrow. So again, thank you everybody. Thank you, Lee. Thanks everyone on the webinar. Have a wonderful day. This concludes this session. Bye-bye.